king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
35. Jump out. I got you, boy. Mike 35. Mike 35. No gain on this defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Packers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Oh, you got deep? Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check. Switch. Check 26. Check 26. Ready.
They start the drive with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
No. Hand cycle. He's checking. Crash. Check it hungry. Jim.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Let's go one more. 35's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
35, Mike, 35. I got you.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It'll be a gain of just a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch 88. Single. Mike, 26. 35. Don't get nervous. 35's the Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Rodgers to throw once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Warner. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
35's the Mike. Yeah. Mike 35, Mike 35. I got one.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, it's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Had the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Our time. It's our time. Mike 35, Mike 35.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back north. D-line, get that quarterback. 35's the Mike.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
17's Mike. Mike 17. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike 17. Mike 17. Here we go. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time, but lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Watson has it. What a catch. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
35's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Switch.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyquan Thornton.
28 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warner, and he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike 35. Mike 35. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 26. 35 is the Mike. Here we go. D, get off the field. Kill. Shift.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's got to be a long day. Check nickel. Kill.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Okay, right? You don't want this. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Championships, baby. Mike, check, 59. Pause red. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Rodgers now on first down. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
17, bring it. Striker, 3-3, black shot. Back.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cook up the gut. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready, set. 59 smart. Check, check. 59. 22 needle. Get this boy. You think you won't get this? Green jack. You think you won't get this? Check, 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 check. Shoot.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here, being chased out left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Rodgers now to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, this was a very close ball game at half. Second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.